You're doing your best to eat healthy. Foods that you've been told are good are actually making your symptoms worse. The system has lied to you. From labels to ingredients, expert advice, none of this actually designed to heal you. And that's why you're still sick. You've changed your diet. You've restricted it. You've made it as clean as possible. You're doing everything right. But you still feel off. You feel like you've got low energy, poor digestion, inflammation that won't go away. Now here's the truth. It's not your fault, but you have been lied to. I was in the bodybuilding space for years, training, coaching, and working as a PT. Now, one of the biggest lies in the fitness world that is making people sick, if it fits your macros. They teach you that food is just calories. So calories in and calories out. And as long as you hit your numbers, your proteins, your fats, your carbs, it doesn't matter what you eat. But I'm here now telling you that's fucking bullshit. Food isn't just calories. Food is what heals you. It gives you energy. It makes you feel amazing. Or it can make you feel like crap. I followed this advice for years. It wasn't until I really started to try and heal my ulcerative colitis, that I realized how harmful that advice had actually been. Basically, they're telling you that eating sugar, eating seed oils, eating ultra-processed junk is fine, as long as you track it. And I honestly feel genuinely guilty for giving the same bullshit advice to my clients. Yes, you might build muscle, or you might lose weight, but at what cost? But it wasn't until I went full carnivore and started to raise my own food that I finally understood what real nourishment was. But the thing is, the system still tells you to avoid fat, count calories, trust food labels, and it's all a lie. I am honestly sick of seeing high protein slapped on every single product these days. You flip it over and all it's got is 4 measly grams of protein compared to 15 grams of sugar. Now they're calling that health food because people see the label, read it's got high protein in it without actually looking themselves, and then are eating way more sugar, way more seed oils, and it's heavily processed and dead food. One of the biggest things recently is like looking at yogurts. It says naturally low in fat. Well, actually, milk has got lots of fat in it. So what they do is they get some skimmed or semi-skimmed milk and make a Greek yogurt out of that. So they have to process it, butcher it, take all the fat out of it to make a natural, by all accounts, natural Greek yogurt. So they're taking out the best part, which is the fat, for what? Because the system knows that they'll profit from you taking things like your diet that are vital for your survival. They also keep you confused and inflamed, and then they sell you a pill to manage the symptoms. Do you remember eggs? They were good for you. They were bad for you. And now they're good again. They honestly don't care about the truth. They only care about what lines their pocket. So if this sounds like you, this could be why you're still sick. So eating healthy, packaged food. You're trusting labels and influencers. You're avoiding fat, cholesterol, or red meat. You're relying on supplements instead of actual real food. Like you get them stupid fucking bags of like green powders and stuff like that. Why would you honestly take that shit? Then ignoring how your body actually feels. We wake up, we feel tired, we feel shitty. We eat some food, about half an hour later we still feel shitty. We don't actually take how our body feels and think, you know what we're putting in our system and what we're doing isn't good for us. Healthy doesn't actually come from a packet. Healthy isn't plant-based burgers or protein powders. Real health comes from whole animal foods. You raise them as close to nature as possible, with nothing stripped, nothing sprayed on it, and there's no hidden chemicals. And when I started raising my own food, I saw the truth. Vegetables and fruit, herbicides, pesticides, animals, hormones, steroids, antibiotics. Put in a package, left on a shelf for ages, or in a fridge, and hey presto, there's your nutrient-dead food filled with chemicals to make you more ill. So this is why I'm starting the movement, the regenerative carnivore lifestyle. There's no ingredients list, just one. So you prioritize animal foods like meat, organ, and dairy. Well, raw dairy if you can tolerate it. You're trying to raise as much of it as you can. So obviously you know where it comes from, what it's been feeding, how it's lived its life. So this then will build appreciation for your health. You know where your foods come from. You appreciate all the effort of keeping that animal the best quality you can, because we're so just like far away from being back to our ancestral living that we don't even know where most of the food comes from. But yet we're happy to believe the companies that deliver this bullshit food to us and expect that they're going to have our health at the top of their priority. And it's also about, obviously, reconnecting to ancestral living off the land, raising what you eat, healing your body naturally, and just generally living how we should be living instead of how we are right now. This isn't a trend, it's not a label, and it's a way out of the system that's making you sick, broke, and dependent on pills. This is why I live the regenerative carnivore lifestyle, to take control, to nourish, and to rebuild. If you're still inflamed, even on the carnivore diet, watch this next. The downsides of carnivore after 18 months and how I'd fix it. Subscribe for more, because I'll show you how to raise your own food, heal properly, and reclaim your health for good.